Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the traditional lamp lighting, which is basically to mark the auspicious day with light, energy, and positivity. May I please welcome MD and CEO, National Stock Exchange India, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Mr. Varun Kapoor is already here. Mr. Patrick Coveney, the Chief Executive Officer at SSP Group. Mr. Jonathan Davies, the Group Finance Director at SSP Group. Mr. Karan Kapoor, who is already with us, Raman, the Managing Director and Member of the Board at Kotak Mahindra, Mr. Amitabh Malhotra, Managing Director and Head of Global Banking India at HSBC, Mr. Santosh Verma, Head of Consumer and Retail at ICICI Securities, and Mr. Sahil Murarka, MD at B&K Group, for the traditional lamp lighting ceremony, please. May I please request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan to help us lead the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, everybody. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. This immense occasion requires a few words that is inspiring, or rather that talks about the organization as a whole. And for them, we have a few dignitaries whom we will invite on stage to give, or rather speak, a few words. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Head of Consumer and Retail at ICICI Securities, Mr. Santosh Verma, who would give, or rather share a few words with us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the management team of Travel QSRs Limited and the book running lead managers to the issue, I warmly welcome you all to this listing ceremony. Yeah, thanks. Today's listing is indeed a momentous occasion in TFS's journey that commenced almost 15 years ago. Driven by a deep understanding of travel preferences, a DNA in food services, and delivering quality customer experiences, TFS has become the leading player in its industry. For some of you who might not be so familiar, TFS operates the largest network of travel QSR outlets and private airport lounges in India, and is present across airports in Malaysia and Hong Kong as well. It has a diversified portfolio of over 442 travel QSR outlets, complete with well-known F&B brand partners and in-house F&B brands. Additionally, the company also operates 37 airport lounges, winning accolades for best-in-class service quality. It is backed by the long-spanning experience of K Hospitality, a seasoned food service provider, and SSP UK, one of the leading global operators in travel F&B with 6 decades of experience. This synergistic partnership solidifies the company's market-leading position. We are confident that TFS will continue to soar even higher, benefiting from its leadership position and competitive moats in an industry. The runway for growth is immense, and the aircraft has just left the boarding gate. We sincerely thank all our investors for endorsing and trusting the TFS IPO, reflected in the overwhelming response to the issue. It was subscribed more than 8 times in the QIB bucket. Furthermore, it saw an overall fund mobilization of over INR 4,250 crores against an issue size of INR 2,000 crores. This is truly a testimony to TFS's robust business model, strong corporate governance, and industry know-how. We at ICICI Securities are extremely grateful and thankful to the Kapoor family and SSP UK for giving us the opportunity to work with you and be a part of this illustrious IPO. I would like to extend a sincere appreciation to all our partners, including legal counsels, stock exchanges, registrar, ad agency, and all who played a pivotal role in getting this IPO done. To conclude, on behalf of all BRLMs, I would like to convey our best wishes to the company for all the success in the coming years in its endeavor towards growth and creating immense shareholder value. Thank you and wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Verma. May I now please invite our MD and CEO at Travel Food Services, Mr. Varun Kapoor.
Well, thank you. Super being here. Do tell me if it isn't audible at any time. Sometimes you can't know up here. But, in a room with so much positivity there, everyone wishing well, the amount of good feeling here, it's truly overwhelming. It's tremendous, I think, for each one of us who's been part of this story to reach the business. And it's not only, and thank you for really taking the time out to be here today. I mean, it's not only today celebrating a momentous occasion with the IPO, but I think it's honestly a 5-decade story that we're talking about here. 50 years, our family has been in the hospitality business. 16 years of that, 16 years ago, we saw an opportunity in aviation, around food. Embarked on that journey. Today, the business from one outlet in 2009 at Mumbai Airport. We're talking about a business today with almost 500 units across multiple airports, not only India, internationally, running F&B, running lounges. So tremendous growth has happened in the business, no doubt. We served last year 35 million customers. When you think of that number, it's tremendous, the amount of responsibility on each one of us, many of us in this room, as a business as well. But just thinking about it, one thing maybe to start off, and maybe just on a personal note, I think we couldn't have done it without one person, starting the initial routes. My father, the vision, the resilience of running a business. Me and my brother, and I'm talking here while I'm up here today, being the older one, that happens, but I'm talking for both of us, what we're saying. The amount we've learned watching him over the years as a business, the values, that's what drives you forward. I think both of us, whatever little bit we can add our passion, our energy to the business, I think, and taking it to where it is, it's been a truly remarkable journey for us as a family. But at the same time, while I mention him in the same breath, I can't forget my mother in this. And I don't mean to make this a business thing into a bit of a perspective, but, in terms of the values, what we bring, I think that really drives us as a business and what we do. And I would be absolutely, we have to say, our life partners, well, Aditi and Vidya, driving us forward. I think that really, is where we take a lot of our counsel from. But at the same time, it's not a few individuals that get you here. Our family truly is, many of you in the audience today, our team. The business has been built by many of you who's sitting out there today, our team members who've actually driven. The way all of you have put your energy into this business and run the business, treated it as it is your own, with the same values. While running a business, no doubt, is running great operations. But really it's about culture. And I think the teams we have, empowering people, the teams we have in terms of honesty, transparency, I think across the network, many of you give it to your teams below you as well, is where the business success comes from. And I think that DNA we must never lose in the going forward in the period ahead as well. I'd also, I would at the same time, like to say, I think our business is one that has been built on partnerships. And I'm truly fortunate to have a partner like SSP as part of the journey for us. This has been not only, yes, you're great, you get F&B expertise, you're world's leader, all of that, but truly, I think, vision, the collaboration, a lot of it behind the scenes, that's what makes the recipe for success. I mean, whether, it's Patrick leading the business from the front with the conviction and clear purpose, Jonathan, an architect of this partnership, if I could truly say, to all the team members who've been part of this journey, I would be wrong not to name everyone, but, interest of the timer, I was told in the morning, truly everyone's individual efforts of getting it here, the trust, the support from all of the team at SSP in getting us we truly value. And I must say that we interact, things go very fast, but not only in our normal journey, even the IPO process. I'm really thankful for all the support that's come in from across. I think many of you have been part of India, so I won't say across the border. You've been literally living in this country for the last few months. But thank you so much for all the support, I think, from our partners at SSP. And in the same breath, I do believe the relationship we have today, and I don't say airport operators are airport partners today, to have the trust in us to work. Today, I think the airport operators in India are the best globally. We have the best airports in India by far. You travel today, the world looks at India for how airports are meant to be run. And that's a testament to the vision, the way our partners run their airports. And we're truly humbled by both, I would say, yes, there's a responsibility to it, but the privilege of operating in these airports. Our ability to take forward the vision that our partners have is truly something we really take seriously, and we really appreciate that, to be something that's given to us. And I would also say, I think it's a constant everyday thing, not only about running a business, but pushing each other to just raise the bar. That's, I think, the beauty of the harmony of this relationship. It just works so brilliantly. And I truly thank, many. We have Vishnu from Adani Airport, we have Prashant from Noida, and Tarun as well from GMR, who made the effort to be here today. I thank you for that. Unfortunately, Hari, I think last minute couldn't make it. He came down to Mumbai, but couldn't come across due to an exigency. But I really thank you. This means a lot. I think it's been a superb relationship, and I think a lot to create in our aviation story for India going ahead. And as well with that, if you see in our business is about customer experience, right? It's not only about food. Every consumer coming in, whether it is you enter a store, just think about it, right? You look at the design, you look at the food, you look at the service, you look at the smile of the person who's saying bye to you as you walk out, right? All of these are lasting memories. That's all what makes our business. It's not just purely about food. There's so much that goes into it. And even, creating world-class outlets, we work with so many partners, many of our brand partners, lounge partners who send consumers to our lounges. We really, that's what raises the bar. That's what really creates great stores. We have Navdeep who's joined us, kindly took the time out to fly in today from Delhi, part of the Yum business, partners with us for over 15 years in KFC Pizza Hut. Great stores, getting those standards running in our business is something that is very, very important for us as a business as well. And at the same time, what I must thank, tirelessly working behind the scenes have been various consultants, advisors, our bankers, the law firms, our auditors, our board who's put in the real effort in this year and getting us there. Not only the entire journey of TFS, but this all time-consuming process of the IPO itself as well. Truly a thank you to all of them who've put their time, who've given their commitment, and who've really put everything behind in getting this to the milestone we are today. So, where are we today at TFS? Superb moment for us as a business. But at the same time, I think the opportunity is tremendous. Travel, aviation, the story ahead is so great. I mean, the opportunity, I think, available to TFS. And not only going as a public company puts a lot of responsibility on you, but at the same time, I think our ambition could never be bigger. I think we're at a point in time, and I say this truly, we're in the right country, at the right time, in the right industry. The opportunity for us to grow that business is really immense for us. And I think at this point, our commitment to every partner, every team member, whether you see whether it's every stakeholder, and today every shareholder as well, could never be stronger. And if I lastly would just like to end it, while I think it's a great moment, the journey's just begun. The journey's just started for us, actually, with this event. And using from aviation a terminology, I think, take a bit what Santosh said, I'll catch on that. We have a long runway ahead, no doubt. So ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts, and TFS is ready to take off. Thank you. Thanks.
May I now call upon the Chief Executive Officer at SSP Group, Mr. Patrick Coveney, to say a few words, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. At SSP, we have a purpose to be the best part of the journey. And I would have to say, in my journey in SSP, today has been the very best part. It's just a wonderful occasion for us in SSP, and it's a wonderful occasion for TFS and the wider set of people that we work with here. So I wanted just to start by thanking everybody for making today happen. For the team in TFS, most importantly, for all of my team in SSP who have gone the extra mile and more to help get this transaction across the line. And of course, for so many people here who have supported both the business, but also getting this IPO done. So all of our advisors, our clients, our brand partners, and everyone who's come together to make this happen. So from me and all at SSP, an absolute sincere and heartfelt thank you. I wanted just to make just a couple of comments about TFS. I've been in this business now for 3.5 years, and one of the great privileges has been getting to know the Kapoor family, the TFS team, and our business here in India. It's just an awesome business, and the growth that Varun has spoken about is just so evident to all of us in SSP. I was talking to Nilima this morning when I was grabbing a cup of coffee out to the right, and she spoke about when she joined, there were 70 people who worked in TFS. There's 11,000 today. The scale of the growth in the business is remarkable. But I wanted to move on from this is all about TFS today, and if I could just maybe one thought that it's important for all of us to remember. I do think the best days lie ahead. I do think we have to fasten our seatbelts for the journey that's ahead. I do believe in the wonderful opportunity that is food travel and aviation growth in India. But let's not jump past today too quickly. It is an epic occasion for everybody. You should be enormously proud of what you've built, and you should take the time, because life is about living in the moment and creating memories of things that are special. And today is a really, really special day for all of you, and it is wonderful for Jonathan and Sarah and Mark and Fiona and Justin and all of the SSP team who are here to be with you today. And we should, and we will, over the course of the rest of today, celebrate this just wonderful milestone. And so I do encourage all of you to take the time to enjoy it. There will be loads of cool stuff that we'll do looking ahead. But today is about acknowledging and celebrating what is a great day. So a few just concluding thoughts about SSP and TFS. So it's really about 4 commitments that run through how we think about this. The first is we are committed to India. We love this market. We recognize the growth in it. We love doing business here with our partners, and we hope that we will be here not just for weeks and months or years, but for generations. It is the most exciting food travel market in the world, and we are delighted to be here, and we're committed to staying here and working with you to develop the business. The second thing I would say is we as a business believe in partnerships, and we have no better partnership than our partnership with K Hospitality, with each of the members of the Kapoor family, who it's been just a wonderful life experience to get to know and work with, and with the wider team across TFS. We have built this in terms of alignment on the strategy of the business, alignment of the culture of how we work. But as Ashwani said to me last night when we were having dinner, we embrace this in the spirit of family. We are one family running one business that's exciting and growing as we look forward together. So important. Third commitment is to our clients. We succeed when our clients succeed. And that is a deep SSP value, and it's a deep TFS value. And so thank you, as Varun said, to all of you for joining us here today. And we will work with you and for you to create wonderful passenger and traveler experiences. And together we will succeed as we go forward. And our fourth commitment is to our new investors. We recognize the trust that you're placing in TFS, that you're placing in the team, that you're placing in the combination and partnership between TFS and SSP. So thank you for supporting us in this IPO. We take that seriously, and we will be good custodians of your investment in us, and we will move the business forward together. And so my final thought then is to, while acknowledging that our best days lie ahead, is just to remind everybody to enjoy today. It's a wonderful and proud occasion. It's a privilege for all of us to be here, and let's embrace it together, both in a few minutes' time when we ring the bell and start trading, but over the course of the rest of the day. Thank you for being with us today. I look forward to meeting many of you over the course of the rest of the occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite one of our employees who's been long-standing with the organization and the business to talk about or rather share experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the Vice President for Loyalty and Category Management at Travel Food Services, Ms. Meena Shah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to just share that it's a very privileged moment for me. This journey has been really, truly, I would say, had a great journey. We started from Mumbai, say, which is the streets of Mumbai, went to Delhi Street, went to Ahmedabad Street, and now we are listed on Dalal Street. I mean, it's going to be a big thing for us. And yes, again on National Stock Exchange, it's really a proud moment for all of us. It's a great place to work with great people, with great promoters, great team members, and I have witnessed this journey. The building blocks of TFS, we started with TFSPL, and now we are TFSL. It's been a remarkable journey for me. So, of course, the building blocks and the OTP, I mean ownership, trust, and people. So yes, we live with it, and we actually, live every moment with that. So with that, I would really like to wish everyone congratulations, and yes, I'm a little nervous for sure, and would really thank everyone because I have been able to get I have been able to really exercise this W power in TFS, where I have been allowed to do everything, whether I have made mistakes, whether I have done everything, but at the end of the day, we've always been appreciated and have had a great journey from moving from a manager to a senior vice president. Thank you for everything, Karan, Varun, Mr. Kapoor, and Gaurav. Thank you for everything. Yeah.
May I now please invite, ladies and gentlemen, the Managing Director and CEO at National Stock Exchange India, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan.
Shri Joy Kapoor, Shri Patrick Coveney, Shri Ashwani Kumar Puri, Shri Varun Kapoor, Shri Karan Kapoor, Shri Vikas Vinod Kapoor, Shri Santosh Verma, Shri Fansalkar, board members, employees, media personnel, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you at NSE for the listing ceremony of Travel Food Services Limited. NSE is proud to welcome Travel Food Services in our family of listed corporates, and this will be the 2,779th company to list with us. India is the fourth largest capital market in the world. Market capitalization of NSE listed companies has grown about 124 times since NSE started operations in '94, which now stands at 455 lakh crore or US $5.3 trillion. From today onwards, Travel Food Services will be an integral part of it. At NSE, our commitment has always been to provide a platform that enables companies to grow, investors to participate in that growth, and India's economy to thrive. In 30 years, NSE has had a remarkable journey of enabling a fair, efficient, and transparent capital market ecosystem, and being a catalyst to the growth story of India, enabling economic growth through fund mobilization, capital formation, wealth creation, and job creation. NSE proudly serves over 11.5 crore or 115 million unique investors with 225 million or 22.5 crore investor accounts, spanning 99.9% of all PIN codes in India, barring just 28 PIN codes. We are proud to offer Travel Food Services access to a broad investor base and a fair, efficient, and transparent market ecosystem. I congratulate the entire team of Travel Food Services, its merchant bankers Kotak Mahindra, HSBC Securities, ICICI Securities, Batliwala and Karani, legal advisor Shardur Amarchand Mangaldas, PR agency Concept PR, and everyone else associated with this listing for their accomplishments. Today's listing marks the beginning of a strong partnership between NSE and Travel Food Services. We look forward to support Travel Food Services in its future fundraising endeavors and continued growth. May your journey in the public markets be prosperous and enduring. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Sri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, and thank you everyone for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the moment of today's celebration, which will be felicitation of the mementos to the Travel Food Services Limited team by the National Stock Exchange of India. May I please welcome the following dignitaries to please come and take the mementos, which will be presented by Sri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO at National Stock Exchange India. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, please keep your hands together and start clapping for Mr. Varun Kapoor, the MD and CEO at Travel Food Services. Mr. Jonathan Davies, Mr. Gaurav Diwan, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Mr. Jayashankar Venkatraman, Mr. Amitabh Malhotra, Mr. Santosh Verma, and Mr. Sahil Murarka, please on stage. Yes. May I please also call Vikas Kapoor on stage, please. If you have your families, gentlemen, please welcome them on stage. May I please welcome the families of the dignitaries on stage. Please come ahead. We are under closing on 45 seconds. May I please request Mr. Varun Kapoor and Mr. Patrick Coveney to take over the event and for the ringing of the bell. As we come closer, we all will ring the bell together, ladies and gentlemen. Or rather, we will count down, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the ringing of the bell will follow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Bask in the moment. The bell is rung.
Great journeys don't begin at departure gates. They begin with a vision that redefines the way we travel. And that's exactly what Travel Food Services has done via this listing. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. TFS did not just get listed on the National Stock Exchange or raise capital for shareholders. It's raised the bar. It's turned transit stops into destinations and passengers into loyal customers. This IPO isn't the end of a journey, it's the start of a runway. On behalf of HSBC and the entire syndicate, it's my privilege to deliver this closing address for what, as Patrick mentioned, an epic moment for all of us. First and foremost, my heartfelt congratulations to the leadership team at SSP, to TFS, to the Kapoor family, to all the new shareholders that have come in. It is your resilience, it is your operational excellence that has built an industry-leading company, and this IPO is a proud reflection of that long journey. I'll take a moment to thank Varun, under whose leadership we all worked. He charmed all the investors in the meetings and convinced them on the TFS story. He was grateful enough to keep patience with all the bankers, with all the various expert opinions that he was getting. And finally, he still wanted more right until this listing day. So thanks, Varun, for that. To Sarah, for her grace, for her experience, the energy that she brought during the investor meetings. I can tell you her her notes on investor meetings were even more detailed than bankers, and we had to go back to Sarah for referring to them. To Mark, for his calm and for bringing framework to the entire process. It cannot go without Vikas Kapoor, who all of us thought you need to be a Kapoor to actually be hired by TFS. But he literally made 50% ROCE sound extremely, extremely simple. To Chavi, who made all the investor drills on a daily basis a norm. And I can't see Naveen, but he was the engine room churning around all the SEBI and the lawyers. And obviously to Karan, who completes the Jai Viru story between Varun and Karan, and the backbone of the entire process to bring all of us together. I think investors saw in SSP a global brand with experience, with superior governance, partnering an Indian group, K Hospitality, with best-in-class execution, and that combination was built for success. We navigated a complex environment, I think shaped and reshaped the narrative with precision, and eventually landed a story that investors have shown significant confidence in. I think TFS today welcomes over 2 lakh new shareholders to the family. A big thanks to all the mutual funds, the sovereign funds, the insurance companies, all the other retail shareholders who've reposed massive confidence in TFS. As HSBC, we are proud to have led various work streams in this transaction and collaborating with all our partners and book runners. Finally, I think to the TFS team, this is not the destination, it's a new takeoff. Public markets now become your journey, and we are excited to see you setting new benchmarks in airport hospitality within India and beyond. Thank you once again, SSP, TFS, Patrick, Jonathan, for the trust you've placed in HSBC. We are deeply grateful to be your partners in this milestone. Here's to TFS for delivering massive shareholder value along the journey. Thank you.
Well, that brings us to the end. It doesn't end it, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to just take a breath of fresh air, the journey that we are all under. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together for the moment, for the pride that we carry, and for the fact that we've got listed once again. Can we have a round of applause for everybody? To everybody who's made this a success. Thank you so much. And whilst we open the refreshments, courtesy Blue Sea Catering, may I please request first and foremost Mr. Varun Kapoor, Mr. Karan Kapoor, and Mr. Patrick Coveney to please come on stage. We just want to capture a few more moments. No more speeches, promise.